All right, welcome back. It's just before 6 o'clock. I'm gonna give you a view out the window here. That's the view. There we go. Try to get her right here this morning. Not bad, better. Got a full cup of coffee. This place getting it right for me. I need to not take and go too far away from this place. It's a nice view this morning. Actually outside is very nice. I feel like I'm gonna stay. I want to drink my coffee, don't feel very awake. I tossed and turned most of the night. Trying to figure out if my camera's okay here. Maybe that's a little better. I should probably book an airline ticket. They have these gimmicks where you can buy a ticket for $3. The taxes are still $25, and then of course baggage fee. So the ticket is back to $50, $60 as it is many times. Frankly, I still got a lot of time on my visa. I'm in no hurry. The costs between here and Ho Chi Minh are, I mean, it's basically double. I bet I'm going through about $120 every maybe 6 days. Food, you know, I'm still eating on maybe $5 or $6 a day. I mean, the same pho over there in Ho Chi Minh is, there are cheaper places if I walk a few blocks out of the tourist zone, but the best place is maybe $3.75. But I could get under $2 pretty easily. And then my other favorite place to eat, this dry noodle place, I don't even know what it's called. But the food sure is good. Everything else is pretty pricey though, I would say. The room is 20, maybe, not quite 20, maybe $19.25 with the ladies over there, the two sisters and the daughter that own that place. The place has gone downhill. I mean, the internet over here is good. Not wonderful, but good. And then I have my phone as a backup. And then there's multiple places to hang out 24 hours, believe it or not. At least very late. I mean, Starbucks is open till midnight down the street with no AC, if you could believe that. I'm not sure if they're having AC problems, but with way the sun rises over the ocean, which is different, much different. Where I'm from, you know, in California, the sun sets over the ocean, so everybody comes down and goes swimming, especially on the weekends. But I've been swimming in the ocean a little bit, which has been also very nice. Nice way to cool down. I should probably use this time when I'm waiting for the girl to show up over downstairs and book a ticket. It's always helpful for me to get past the beginning of the month before doing travel, because of course this is an extra expense. The travel is fairly pricey, even though that it's very a fraction of the cost of what it would be in the United States. Probably like still get an airline ticket from California to Vegas for I don't know, $100 with no luggage, of course. See, I could see that place not needing luggage. You need a change of clothes or two, stuff it in your backpack. I've even thought about getting rid of the backpack and just, you know, carrying a few, you know, items here. I got the suitcase right there. I mean, I'm ready to rock and roll. Coffee's pretty good. You just stay close to this one. I mean, it's either to get a full cup of coffee, I have to go probably Starbucks. I mean, this is a tall, you know, from reference on the sizes to Starbucks. A double shot Americano. I'm sure I'm gonna do this wrong. I talked to this guy that made it back here 35 years later after being in the United States, leaving the United States. He was Vietnamese, but he made it out just shortly after the war. And he was in Southern California, and he told me how to order my coffee. Cafe Sua is how you order your coffee. That's the coffee with condensed milk. Sua Oi is coffee with milk. But it hasn't been effective. That's the thing with, you know, translation. It's so strange. I mean, people come up to me and try to speak English to me. Many times I'm not sure exactly what they're saying. And I think to myself, when I'm ordering coffee, or especially in Spanish, I would talk Spanish to people, Starbucks, ordering tacos and stuff. They had no clue what I was saying, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm not saying it right. Sometimes they would know, it would go off, work flawlessly. Other times they would just stare at me blankly, and I'm like, no, it's not it. So that's the translation game right there. Anyway, geez. It's a nice room. It's a nice location. Not a lot of tourists. I mean, some Chinese and Korean tourists, Russians in the area, lots of Russians. I don't know how they picked Vietnam. I mean, I don't know the story behind it, but thought about talking to a few of them. They don't seem very social. Or maybe they think I'm Russian too. I don't know. Always look at the tourists, I could tell they're not American by the shoes that they wear. They have these thin sole shoes, not them per se, but it seems like the people from Europe have thin sole shoes. The United States has these beefy, squishy soles. I don't know. It's a weird one. Lots of knockoff stuff here. It seems like the quality of knockoffs has kind of gone up. This is where they manufacture many of the products that you buy, notably North Face. I bought a North Face backpack over here once. fell apart very fast. I liked the backpack a lot, but it fell apart very, very fast. The Oakley backpack I got, the only reason why I carry this thing, I hate the backpack a lot. The design is not great. However, I carry the backpack because it's very, very durable and waterproof, both very helpful. So I use that backpack. For the most part, any backpack that I buy, good quality or not, it normally has a lifespan of maybe a year. However, this one I got, I've at this point been in Asia. I picked it up right before I came to Asia so now it's 11 months old. Not a scratch on it. Normally a zipper gets stuck and all this stuff. So, I mean, the design is pretty good. Just the overall functionality design is not that great. Coffee doing me right this morning. Yeah, the cost in Ho Chi Minh doubled. Probably going through, I'm gonna go with $250 a week. And this is, of course, motel, eating out. With that 90-day visa, I mean, you could easily get an Airbnb, stay a month, or a hotel, certainly out of the tourist area. You're gonna save a lot of money in Vietnam being out of the tourist area. Here is, you know, a lot of rooms are going empty. That's definitely the case. Vietnam, I feel like, is doing probably the best in the way of the tourist game. I mean, you got, I think, the ones that are doing the best, maybe, I think, from my understanding and talking to many, you know, I think Thailand's hurting. I think Vietnam's doing the best. I think Cambodia is not doing great. And then you have Philippines. Reports say the Philippines is having a flood of tourists. The big deal with the Philippines is indeed the very flexible immigration, whereas here, I think I can get an extension. I have not looked at that, but just like Thailand, I think you use your visa and you move on. The Cambodia, depending on how you enter, you know, unless you get an e-visa, you can only get 30 more days. But if you use the show-up visa, supposedly you get a year. And then, of course, it's very cheap to get an apartment over there. Anyway, another long video. Thank you very much for watching and hanging out with me while I drink my coffee. Have a wonderful day.